waist there. As you arch your spine towards, your tailbone into the ground, that's going to help you create a little bit of arch in your low back. Your low back should have that little bit arch going forward. Okay? Now rest your head back. Now take your hands out and put it over your abdomen. Thumb on the lower ribs, little finger on the pelvis. Now if you have good abdominal stability and you tighten those muscles, once you tighten up a rope, it creates a straight line, right? So you should have this tight, flat line between the ribs and the pelvis. Now I want you to try and bring them to the same level. Often you'll feel the rib cage being a little bit higher than the pelvis. But try to lower your rib cage to the ground without flattening your back. You want to create that connection between your ribs and your pelvis there. Now just breathe, relax breathing. You should feel your abdomen moving up and down. But keep in mind that's relaxed breathing, right? Whenever you need some stability, imagine wearing a belt to do weightlifting and whatnot. You want to create that compression around your torso. If you want to create the compression in your torso, you don't want the abdomen to move. So now try to keep the abdomen still, but keep breathing. Now, by keeping the abdominal wall still, when you breathe, your diaphragm pushes into your organs. Your organs are going to get pressed into your pelvis and your low back, and that's going to give the low back and pelvis more support. You might feel it a little bit difficult because your diaphragm may not be strong enough. And then now, in terms of your ribs, if you inflate your lungs like a balloon, it should expand equally in all directions. So see if you can feel your lungs expanding sideways into the ribs and backwards into the ground. You may only feel it in the front right now because the back and the sides are often quite stiff. But keep doing this, keep trying to keep the abdomen still, and slowly over time, that movement of the lungs will help to mobilize the rib cage, mobilize the spine, and slowly help you develop a little bit more strength through the abdomen. Okay, so when you're running really hard, you're breathing really hard, your abdomen shouldn't be flexing up and down. It should stay fairly firm there to keep your low back and your pelvis nice and stable, even though your abdomen, your diaphragm is pushing into the organs there. So having said that, if your torso here, your abdomen's not moving, that means you're compressing your organ. But you also need the ribs to be nice and flexible. On your fours, hands up towards the ceiling, straight arms, straight elbows, up towards the ceiling. Okay, now keep your rib cage nice and stable. Now drop your right hand down to the floor above your head. Above your head. Now, do you feel your rib cage being pulled up? And again, using the abdominal muscles, the rib muscles, to stabilize your rib cage as the arm moves up and down. And how much that arm pull your rib cage up, so to stick up on top of your lap. Okay, both hands up towards the ceiling. Now both hands drop it behind your ears. And pull that rib cage down so that it's stabilized. And back. Good, roll on the other side. Good, now put the knee down. Try to do that with your arms, okay? Just right arm straight up. And back down, and the other side. Again, try to bring your arm up towards the level of your ear without your head going forward. So that you're not putting your toes one way and your knees going the other way. That creates a lot of torsion. Yeah, just play with the mechanics of it. Don't get too carried away. It's supposed to be sort of warm up and waking up the hips.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's
you don't want to. You're going for a long run later or a long walk, whatever. So you sit down. Bring your hands down and lift the other side. You might want to go one at a time, so lifting just the arms or lifting just the legs, and then slowly you incorporate bringing both of them together. Do you find those hamstrings really tight? Kind of throwing you off balance? Oh yeah. Which you can just kind of lunge on the spot and alternate sides. Now I'm going to add another dimension in there. If you lift up the arm on the side of the back leg, and then you can just lean to the side or lean to the back. That will help you stretch out your lats a little bit. Now if you drop your hand across your knee and use that elbow to pull a little bit, you can create a little bit of torsion. A lot of yoga exercises. Well, essentially they all are. Yeah. Right? Now, go to the other side. Now try to keep your body
nice and